right, I think you are recording. This is just me talking to my kids. So if you kind of come across this, it's just me talking to my kids. So you're welcome to listen in. But that's all it's gonna be. So the reason, you guys, the reason I'm doing this is I came across a video that my brother made actually today, remembering one of his best friends who died of cancer, and it was uh, it was just a powerful reminder that we don't have forever, at least here in this world, in this realm, and um, I love you guys, all five of you guys, so much, way too much to risk leaving this world without you guys knowing how much I love you. And so, sorry, I'll probably cry all the way through this. Um, so I wanted to make this video um, just so you guys would have a, something that you could look back on. I know you guys. I'm not planning on dying. It's not if you guys watch this tomorrow, but um, like I said, it was just a reminder that we're not promised um, another moment, another. I could have a heart attack before I even finish this. If that happens, I love you guys so much. Um, but it was just that reminder, and so I wanted to video something that hopefully, no matter what, probably most likely you guys would be able to watch this someday. So, anyways, um, where do I start? You guys, I love you guys so much, all five of you. I guess I'll start with Mr. Nicholas, since you're the oldest. You're 11 years old right now as I'm making this. Excuse me. I'll mute the camera real quick while I blow my nose. Okay, so um, you're 11, and wow, it doesn't even, I can't even, it doesn't seem like it's been 11 years. Um, you were like, I can't explain. Um, I have wanted kids since I was very, very young. I remember um, just loving kids, loving babies, loving, children. Um, you guys know, maybe you don't know too much, but I have an older brother, Jason, who, early on in his life, he's 5 years older than me. Um, he didn't like kids too much. You can ask him if he likes kids now, but he didn't like kids too much, and I knew that I would have a family before he did. I mean, it was just like, I, you know, yeah. Well, long story short, he ended up having two kids before I did, and it just, you guys, my point is that all of you, but Nicholas, you came first, um, and so you were such a wow, awesome, happy thing. I was so excited to have you, and my biggest, memories of you, even in Mama's belly. Um, um, I remember, reading the Bible to you in Mama's belly, and praying for you, and um, just talking to you, reading your books. Um, I remember Mama carried you for a long, long time. I think you were like 3 weeks past her due date, and I remember going in. I don't think it was the time that she delivered, but it was. We came in at the very end, a couple days maybe before you were born. I went into the hospital, and there's your mom was having contractions, but nothing was happening, so we didn't stay. Like her cervix wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. I don't understand all this stuff. So, but uh, I was like 22, I think, but I was young. There was a lady there, and it was a Mexican lady. She was giving birth, and you could hear her. She was in labor, and you could hear her just screaming, or the people. She was screaming, and you had the nurses and everybody screaming at her like, "Respirar, respirar!" They're like yelling at her to breathe, breathe. And anyways, it's funny now, but like hearing that, it was like scary. Like I was scared that, um, like, it's scary. Ugh, that Mama was gonna die or something, you know. Um, so I remember that, and I remember you being born, and I actually got to watch you. You're the only one. You're the only one that I got to watch being born because it was a natural birth. Um, so I got to see you come out of mother, and you look like a little kitty cat. It was cute. And I heard you cry. You know, you cried like Donald Duck, and it just seemed like your rib cage was. It reminded me of your great grandpa Nick. And anyways, those first few evenings were awesome, and like just a whole new world of taking care of you. And you know, just your first couple of months, even your first year, um, me and you spent a lot of time together. You didn't. You woke up. Oh, you woke up. You know, in the night wanting to be fed, and I was typically the one that fed you, and um, it was just, it was awesome. So, anyways, over throughout the years, just me and you, I'm crying. Um, Me and you have just been buddies, man. And I just love you so much. And I could probably sit here and tell stories about you and me and mom and everything, so it would take hours and hours. I'm not gonna do that. Hold on a second, I'm gonna blow my nose. Ah, but I will say that I feel like God told me that I was gonna have a son, and to name him Nicholas. That to name you after your hero, myself. And you know, if I'm honest, I don't feel like a hero to you yet. I still have a huge desire, huge dreams of being that person that you can look up to and admire. Um, but anyways, your blessing. your blessing that God gave me for you was that you were going to be the big brother, the servant to all, the first to help. And man, dude, you've been the best big brother anybody could ever ask for. Um, the twins were born after you, like, I don't know, 2 years difference. And from the very beginning, you just loved your brothers and sister so much, and you've helped Mama so much. I mean, the helper and the servant, like, you're an awesome helper, dude. Awesome big brother, and I appreciate. I'm so proud of you. Um, so proud of you. I I tell people when I tell people about you guys, I tell them that you guys are all of you, all five of you are perfect. And I mean it. You're not exactly perfect, but you're just perfect. And God, you're just the best kid ever. I remember when you came in and you had taken out the trash and you slit your leg open, and just your, excuse me, I'm not gonna mess with the mute button. You guys don't have to watch this. That you were taking out the trash, and we still to this day don't know what happened. Like, you were oblivious. You walked into the room and your leg was split open, like a foot long slice, and you just were like almost apologetic, like, it's not that bad, and I'm okay. Uh, and me and Mama just like freaked out, kind of like just trying to figure out how bad it was. And I got you up and washed your leg off a little bit, and had Mama get a rag and stuff, and try to tell Mama that it was pretty bad without scaring you. And oh my God, I remember I took you to the emergency room, and you were just awesome, dude. You, they had to put this needle in your cut like a couple times, and oh my gosh, it was crazy bad. You just handled it like a champ, dude. You were just strong. And you just handled that whole situation awesome. I just remember that. Anyways, it's just been, I don't want to talk forever, ever. I got four more kids to talk about, but um, it's just been fun, dude. Lately, I kind of jump forward and get into nowadays, but lately, me and you, it's it's been neat. Like, I'm, working, blogging all day long, and you'll come in here and you sit down beside me, and I just kind of explain what I'm doing, how I'm, putting stuff together, how I'm syndicating this and that, and what websites to go to, and it's just not that you care. I wouldn't, even if you didn't care, it would just, you just come in there and it's just neat. It's just me and you sitting here talking about whatever, and you have an interest in business and that stuff. You just want to learn. You're interested in just learning. You love to learn. And I'll show you these educational YouTube videos on, random things. But it's just I just enjoy the time that you come in and sit with me while I'm working. I mean, it sounds simple, but every time you do it, I feel loved. And I feel like you want to spend time with me, which is cool. Um, uh, you've started to show interest in playing basketball, and that's been awesome. Uh, Earlier on, you kind of would go out there and play basketball a little bit, um, but we just didn't mesh, man. Like I tried not to be like a coach type of thing at all with you because any type of teaching or pointing any little thing out, like it just didn't go over good with you, like for whatever reason. Um, and so we've kind of, sports wise, we've kind of hit that. I think you've matured enough emotionally and stuff to, there's a little interesting balance. Maybe you're just at the point where you want to kind of learn. So we have fun. We typically just shoot around and we could play 21. You like to play 21 and play out or house or horse. Just hanging out with you is fun, man. Watching you be responsible for the two pugs and picking up the poo poo. That's your job. Nicholas Alexander, I love you. And when you watch this, or later on in life, when I'm not around anymore, and that'll probably be in like 90, 100 years, buddy. So, but that's all I want you to know, dude, is that I love you. And I'm so proud of you, and I appreciate everything you do to help the family. And I just love watching you be a big brother, man, and a helper to everybody. I appreciate you, man. I love you. And you're gonna be awesome at whatever you choose to do. I know that you love science, you love animals, you love like learning about how to survive in the wilderness, which good luck with that, man. I can't help you out too much with that. I don't know. I don't think I would survive too long out there. But I love you. I love you, son. Proud of you. You're gonna be an awesome father. Awesome father. Love you, buddy. Alright, there's 4 more kids to go. That's why I chose this hangout here instead of a video. It wouldn't record long enough and good enough. But next would be Israel. You're next because you were born a minute, a minute or so before your sister. You're a twin, man. You know, God told me you were coming. He told me I was gonna have a son. Let's name him Israel. That you would have a heart for the Israelites, for the people of Israel, for the Jewish people. And to me, that always meant that you would have a heart sensitive heart, a heart for people that are picked on, that are treated badly, and that you would care for people. And dude, you are the most, in a good way, you're the most sensitive kid I've ever met. You're awesome, dude. Your heart is gigantic. You love like I've never seen or experienced love. And I just adore you, buddy. I watch you all the time and I just love you. Sorry, guys. It's so neat because you're so sensitive, so loving with your sister, with your brother, with your sisters. Um, we got a cat named Cutie. Who would have known that you would be the animal lover, dude? I mean, just like you love these cats so much. Like your feelings would get hurt so bad if like I said something not nice to the cat, or I don't like cats. I don't like animals that much, and you just love, man. Get those dogs and just it's so neat to just see you curled up and just loving on those animals. Me and you, I it me and you have a weird kind of role together. It's like every once in a while, you'll let me hold you. You'll let me pick you up. But usually, you're playing around, you're wrestling, I'll reach out to like rub your head or something, and you'll kind of push me away, and not in a mean way. It's just, but sometimes it's fun. I love playing with you. Um, and sometimes I just want you to know that sometimes I want to just hold you and just make sure that that's the way I'm most comfortable showing affection and love. And you're completely different. I remember one time, um, I think I was working, doing my internet stuff, and I went out to check on you or something, and I was super busy, like way behind. I think, you know what, that was the time my website went down for 2 weeks, and it had just gotten back up, and you were sitting out, I think playing on the DS or something, playing a game, and I'm not sure why I went out there, but I was just checking on you guys, I think, for a second, just to make sure you guys were okay or something. And you looked up at me and you're like, Papa, can you watch me real quick? And I couldn't. Like usually, yeah, I've got so much time, and like I couldn't, man. Like I'm behind like 2 weeks of like big time work. Like it was not a good time. But like you just asking me to watch you, like I was just not broke my heart, but I mean it just moved my heart to where like I'm like, dude, I'm sitting down. I sat down and you didn't even care that I was watching. You didn't even care that I was close to you. It was almost that you just wanted to know that I was there. And like in 5 minutes you were done with me. But I could tell that you felt loved. You felt connected with me. And and so it's with me and you. It's interesting because I'm like always afraid that you don't know that I love you so much, or that I'm proud of you, or that I like you, because you don't let me show my love or care in the way that I'm most comfortable with. So I just have to remind myself about that. But so yeah, but it's it's just so neat. You're like the coolest little kid. Everywhere you go, you got the coolest hair. You got the you had the mohawk for a while, colored mohawk, and you're just a fun kid. You're just full of energy. You're like the wild one is how I describe you to everybody. And I hope you stay wild and free and have fun and be crazy. You always think I'm crazy too. Um, I know in a few years maybe you used to cry like for everything, and I used to be like that. I remember I cry for everything, and you do too. And I love it. Like I'm not sure it's annoying sometimes because it's frustrating because you just cry, but it's because your heart is so big. And I know when you mature a little bit, I know as I matured, like that's just who you are. And you have over the years, like you don't you don't cry or whine or anything now, like. But I know in maybe a few more years, like me and you, I'm just excited. I'm just excited. Um, like I said, we have an interesting relationship, and it's every once in a while you'll like lately you've been coming in and giving me a kiss goodnight and letting me hold you a little bit, and man, I just those are precious moments for me, buddy. Very precious. Israel, I love you, buddy. I love your passion, your fire, dude. You're gonna be good at whatever you choose to do. You're naturally good at sports. Um, you could care less. It's kind of fun to watch in a sense because I was like that, and I don't know how on a skill level how skillful you'll be, but you're naturally good at sports, and it's just fun to watch because you don't necessarily want to practice. You just want to jump in there and do it, be good at it. It was so neat to watch you conquer the ripstick. You're so proud that it took you like half a day to figure it out. When it took, your older brother, it took him a little bit longer. And that's the other thing, man, just to watch both of you boys just be able to play with each other. And sure, you guys wrestle and hurt each other once in a while, but just the times that you guys are cuddled up on the couch, like holding each other, or, I mean, it's so neat and so important for me just to watch you guys love each other. I love you so much, Israel. I love just with you. It's random. It's always random. It's like when you want to spend time with me, you let me in, and I love that, buddy. I love every time you want to show me something. It's like you don't need a lot to feel loved, but those times you just want to know that I'm watching, and I am, dude. I watch you all the time, buddy. I love you. Ruthie, my oldest daughter, God told me I was gonna have a son, Israel, and then He told me I was gonna have a daughter. No, then He said to name my child Ruth. No, Eve. I got Eve at first. I got this name Eve. Forgetting the story, but I knew I was gonna have a daughter. I was gonna have my first daughter. And then we found out. Uh, then we got the name Ruth. God told Mama to name you Ruth. And your blessing is a friend to all. The sweetest girl in the whole world, the most loyal. And that's you, girl. That's you. You're like the big mama, big sister to all the kids, even Nicholas. You were the littlest baby, and just to see you guys are 9 now. Israel and Ruth, you guys have turned 9, and are little twins. I mean, I've got pictures of me holding you guys both in my arms. Um, remember when you guys were babies, you would be laying there just chilling. You're a real quiet baby, and Israel would always like this is like a couple days old, even a week old. Israel would like squirm. He couldn't roll, he couldn't crawl, but he would get his way. However long it took him, he would find his way to you and cuddle up with you. And you guys have just been neat to watch your guys' relationship. Um, you guys don't play very often with each other. Usually, like you and Nicholas would be playing, and Israel would play with Nicholas or one of the other Esther and Mary. But you guys have had a special bond from the beginning. It's completely different than what I expected. At least I'm not sure about Mama, but I thought twins were like supposed to be like each other's best friends and do everything together. I don't know, but you guys are boy and girl twins, so I don't know. But it's you guys taking pictures together and stuff. It's like the cutest. You guys just like were meant to be together. It's cute. Um, you are just adorable. Um, you're my oldest daughter. You have been so sweet to me. I I don't know if I will ever be able to communicate my appreciation for how loving you've been to me. And you may not know how, um, excuse me, you may never realize how much it meant to me when you would rub my head for half an hour. I mean, it seems like nothing, but just the loving affection, the pure love that you give to your dad is just it's sometimes the only affection, the only love that I got. Kind of weird, huh? Love you, Ruthie. I'm proud of you. Just the way you take care of all the kids. You and big brother Nicholas, both of you guys are big brother and big sister. Um, and I just enjoy watching you become a woman, a little woman. You're still a little girl, and I can't wait for you to be a woman. I want you to become a beautiful woman, and I can't wait to see what that looks like. I've enjoyed your whole life. You've been so quiet around others, so kind of that sweet little girl that doesn't talk, but you talk. You talk. You can get so loud and so crazy sometimes. You're so unique. you're really, really, really into like art and drawing. I think like a couple months there, you went through like 20 different notebooks. Um, it was just really neat to see you get into something. Like, you don't play sports, you weren't really like into anything. And it was neat to see you get into art and drawing. Lately, you got into choir, um, and it's going to be interesting to watch you in the next couple of years to see how this little girl who, not that you were in a shell or anything, but you're the typical, like, what people would want to say shy. And you're not, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but um, it's fun. It's fun to watch you. Um, you and me have a special relationship. Um, like I said, just the love and the care that you give me has always meant a lot. I appreciate it. Um, I can see you just like being, I don't know how to explain it, just like I don't know, like a nurse, or just, even if it doesn't become your job, like that's, like you're just, like I said, loyal, loving, you're always there. Um, you're so responsible for your age, and you're so powerful, like very authoritative when you decide on something. I can't wait to see you fall in love. It's just it's just, I can't wait. Like, I don't understand the fathers that want their kids to stay young and don't ever want their daughter to date, and it's really weird to me. I I want to protect you. I want you to be safe. I want you to not get hurt. But I can't wait to see you grow up. You know, I'm cherishing the time that we have now. But I think you've kind of gone through the most change, I would say. Um, and I don't even think it's a change, it's just more of a revealing, a revelation of who you really are. Of kind of that, you're kind of, what do they call it? Like the butterfly, you're spreading your wings, and so, anyways, I love you. I love you, Ruthie. I love you a lot. I miss you. This last year, our relationship has changed. Yeah, you're spending a lot more time with uh, the kids. Your older brother Nicholas, you guys play a lot together. You've really connected with Mama a lot because of going to school, the new school and stuff. I It's almost like I miss you. I see you every day, but I do feel a little distant, and I don't. I could probably do more to connect with you. I will, but I don't think it's necessarily like a huge negative disconnect, that type of thing. I'm just saying that you've it's changed. Our relationship has changed a little bit. Um, yeah, you're 9. I love you, baby. I love you, Ruthie. I'll always be here. And whenever you watch this, you might see it tomorrow, but you might not really watch it until later in life, maybe whenever. But I just want you to know that I'm proud of you. You're so beautiful. You're an amazing, amazing girl. And I can see you starting to become a woman. And just proud of you, baby. I'm proud of you. I love you. Next, Esther. You're a lot like Israel in the wildness and the craziness. You've really gotten into YouTube videos lately. You're singing the songs like crazy. You're singing all the cover songs you come across. And God told me that I was gonna have a daughter. Name her Esther. After Queen Esther, the woman who knew how to come before the king. And that was your blessing. That you would know how to come before people. And especially with me, you know how to come before me. You know how to steal someone's heart. You're precious. I used to call you that when you were like 2 years old. And you said, "No, I'm not precious, I'm Esther." You still remember that, but I don't think you remember. I think you remember us talking about it. Me and you are buddies. You are my little helper. You always want to help. Um, you and me take out the trash. You and me go to the store and get stuff. Um, you want to help cooking. You want to. You just. You're so full of energy. you you play in the mud a lot. Like every day you're in the mud. You love it. You would stay outside most of the day, every day. No, that's what you've been doing lately. You help clean out the pool. You help flip the pool over and wash it out. We got the little plastic one right now. And you'll air it up. You'll fill it up. And you want to. Like, you just. It's not like you want to be big. You just are big. Like, you're. That's just how you are. You're such a little kid still, too, though. Like, you play with dolls and Barbies and little kid stuff. Sorry, like 1:20 in the morning. Just didn't want to let the time go by without making this. Um, we have blogs, but I never write blogs to you. Me and Mama have a blog we share for you guys. Um, I just never write in there. I don't know why. I do video better. It's so hard to like get across in words how much you guys and what the relationship's like. But you make sure you come say goodnight to me. Right now, you've been trying to do the uh, go Good, and then you'll say night, and that's like the best thing ever. Like you figured out how to say goodnight with your hand, and then say night. Every night you come in and you say goodnight like that. You're an awesome big sister too. You and Mary, um, this last this last year or so, have really started playing together a lot more. Um, yeah, you're at how old are you? 7? Yeah, you've been at that age where you're kind of almost too young to be doing what the bigger kids are doing, or the evens. We had the you didn't like being called the littles. So the 3 oldest kids are the evens, and the 2 youngest because of the odds, the years of your births. But you and Mary have been buddies lately. Whether it's playing in the mud, you guys. I shot a video of you guys having a mud fight the other day. Not a fight, you guys were playing like a mud war. You guys spent all day in the pool together today. You guys love to watch those YouTube videos, like I said, together. You know all the words. You sing them all the time. You love to sing. You love to dance around. Esther, I love you. I love you so much. I can imagine you growing up and just kind of like living life, going to college and then going overseas and living, I don't know. It seems like you will always be on an adventure. You and Israel are the cookers. I forgot to say that with Israel, but both of you guys. Israel's really like been wanting to be a chef lately. He cooked his own pizza the other day, and you're always in the kitchen helping me. I think I said that, but you know how to cook. You know how to do the beans. You love beans. I love you, Esther. You're so fun. I'm so proud of you. Israel, I don't know if I gave you a kiss. probably swatted away. Alright, last kid. Baby Mary. 6 years old and we're still calling you the baby. You like being the baby though. You've always had the funniest laugh, the goofiest things come out of your mouth, sister. You have lived in this Boinga land forever. Probably just this last year it's been tapering off. It'll probably disappear by another year, but ever since you were a little kid you talked about Boinga land. And Boingas, I don't know, Mama knows, you've talked to her more about it than me, but Boingas live in the moon or something, I don't know. But you are not human, you are a Boinga. And Boingas have their own world. You still call me Papa sometimes? You guys, all of you, Mary, you guys can. Sorry, I'm just remembering all this stuff. I can't even put it in words. Mary, you come in here sometimes and you end up on my lap. You're my one thing, baby. God told me I was gonna have a daughter and to name her Mary. Mary after Mary of Bethany. And that you would be found sitting at the feet of Jesus. And it's not necessarily Jesus yet, but you sit at the feet of Mom and Daddy. When you were a kid, where would we find Mary? Sitting on Mama. Or sitting with Daddy. You like to be held, you like to cuddle. You're getting big. You're fun. You like, I know you do. You get in bad moods or whiny sometimes, or not usually with me. Sometimes with Mama, but like you're always in a good mood. Almost like you're always like in like high gear, laughing. Like you laugh all the time. You're always making jokes. You're always just the ham of the show, and everybody loves you. I mean, your older brothers and sisters just adore you. And they treat you like the baby. A lot of times you come in here and you talk with your head to the side. Papa? Papa? You love the escalator. Let me tell you, girl. Uh, Me, you, and Esther went to the mall today, and we spent at the least almost more than 20 minutes on the escalator. Not on the escalator, but going down. Well, first we went up, then we went down, then we walked and then took it up all the way back, and then went down all the way around, up, down. 20 minutes at least. I timed 20 minutes. It was probably closer to 25 at least, maybe 30 minutes, because we did 20 minutes, and then we went to the Disney store. We love to shop. We love looking at dresses and shoes and stuff. And then we went back, and you talked me into going on the escalator again. You still hold my hand when we walked in the parking lot. I love you, Mary. Proud of you. You're a little girl, baby. You guys have all been here for the last 6 years. And I can't even imagine not having one of you guys, let alone all of you guys. I am so glad that you're a part of me and Mama's family. You guys are perfect. We have the best family in the world. I got the best kids in the world, and it's you guys. We used to go, me and Mama used to go to the store. I'm sorry. We used to go to the store, and we had 5 kids at one point, less than 5 years. And you guys stopped the crowd. I mean, everybody stopped and watched as the Rodriguezes showed up. And you guys have always made me and Mama so proud. Mama still texts me today sometimes when you guys are at a party and I'm not there. I forget the last thing it was, but she brags on you guys a lot. I think the last text I got was, we have the best kids ever. And we do. I love you guys so much, all of you. You guys are all my favorites. Nicholas, Israel, Ruthie, Esther, Mary. I love you guys. I just feel honored to be your father. And I just value the time that we've spent together already. And I'm just so enjoying you guys right now. This last couple months, not having to work, outside the house. I get to see you guys all day long. It's been awesome. I can't wait to live the rest of our lives together. If for some reason you guys ever do lose me, I would just want you to know how much I loved you. If you want some advice, You guys know everything I ever say. That's what I love about you guys. I love talking to you guys. I love the way me and Mama have decided to raise you. Anyways, I need to do these more often. I'm sorry. As a father, I have to say sorry. It's because I have no idea how good of a father I am in your guys' eyes. Like, even myself, I feel like I'm a great father. But I can't help and look at like all the shortcomings and failures that I have. So that's why like I feel bad because of that stuff. So I want you guys to know I'm sorry and that I love you guys more than anybody in the whole world. I'm the luckiest dad in the whole world. Seriously. Nicholas, I love you. Proud of you, boy. Israel, I love you, man. You're fun. Ruthie, I adore you, baby. Esther, you'll always be my precious. My precious. No, my precious. Precious. Mary, you'll always be my baby. God bless you guys. And Papa blesses you, loves you forever. No matter what. I'll always be proud of you guys. I'll always be your dad. I'll always love you. No matter what happens, okay?